All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, so I'm sitting up here on top of the the rooftop. My name's Willis. This is how we gonna get it. All right, cool. All right, so right here, it's so great to see y'all, man. It's so good to see y'all. Check this out. All right, so I've been seeing these social media influencers, and they're good social media influencers. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong on that. And I've also been seeing the people that are opposite of that, the people that are saying, I guess you can consider them the haters, but with me and the things that I see and how things are going on, I look at it in a different way. The Joker avatar profile that will say something that's not like a compliment, but most people would consider that it's hate. Like, I'm following this one fitness model. She, beautiful body, abs, everything, right? And this Joker guy, he had a Joker avatar, and he was like, man, he's like, why does everyone copy the trending video all the way down to the T from 9 seconds? Or it was a viral video, and the guy was running all slow, and he fell down, and the camera people were all over him and stuff like that. It was a cool video, dope video. But he commented on the chick's video because she did the exact same thing to the T. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with that, but the way he kind of presented it was like, hey, why are you copying other people just to go viral? You can't do it on your own, is what he was implying, right? But you know me, right? So I looked at it as like, well, he's right. You don't really have to copy the video all the way down to the T, but at the same time, she's right. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's wrong. Don't get me wrong on that. Like, nobody's wrong, but I looked at it as in a way of sense, like, but she took it as he was hating on her. And like, if she's like, oh, you just mad because your page ain't popping. And like, I had a lot of respect for the chick until she said that. And I was like, well, he's right. You know what I mean? You did copy somebody else's video. He didn't state anything of this fact, and he didn't sound like he was mad at all. You know what I mean? Like, he was just saying, hey, why does everybody copy every vet? And I looked at it as like, he's there with the Joker profile, and he's trying to, cause anonymity and freaking chaos and all that kind of stuff. And it's easy to take that part and be like, oh man, this guy's hating on me. I must be doing something right? I got a hater. Haters hating on me. Woo! They hate on me. So yeah, fuck them haters. Forget them haters, right? No, mama. No, brother. No, sister. No, daddy. No, mama. Here we go. Check this out. We gonna get it like this. See, so like, don't take the hate as a compliment. It's not a compliment. It's not even hate. You like transmute it into something better. Like, I looked at it in the sense of like, the whole point that I'm trying to get to this video is the fact that, like, look, when somebody hates on you, right, and you consider it hate, I like to get the people that are even slightly trying to say something hating on me, period. I try to get them to say thank you first. Why? When I try to get them to say thank you first, it allows them to feel seen. Okay? Everybody doesn't know how to comment politically correct on everybody's page. And some people are just commenting because they like it, but they don't know what to say, and they're rooting for the person. They just want them to be different than what they've already seen, and they don't know how to really explain that in a way to where it's like, it comes off as a compliment, but if they got the Joker profile, they're trying to sound edgy anyways. You know what I mean? Like, they're rooting for you. Your haters are really rooting for you because they took the time to tell you something that everybody that complimented you on will not tell you. And that's how to be better. Like, I've never seen a hater, period, just hate for no damn reason without some type of insight in there. Like, he might be right about this part, right? He might be a little right. And I'm not rooting for the haters. I'm just saying, taking hate and then dishing hate back, Like she told the guy was like, hey, your profile ain't popping. You only have like 500 followers. So that means everybody that follows her that has less than, you know, 1 million followers is whack because or mad because they ain't popping. And she is. But we're rooting for her to pop. And it was just like, hey, all he was saying was, you could do the same thing, run with the intense music, but make it your own with that being the inspiration. It was really a compliment and a hookup, really, than anything. But the whole thing just went all the way down, and she was just like, that's, you know, I'm about to hit another 5 million because of people like you and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, these people that are hating, right, they want to be seen. They want to be felt and they want to be heard. Like when people feel felt and they feel heard, you know, like I like to do it like this. I'll gaslight what the hater is saying just to get them to say thank you and feel seen, and then come back to their insight, if there is any insight in what they're saying, right? And go from there. But the only reason they're saying anything is because they want to feel seen. Anybody that comments on anybody's page is because they want to feel seen. And if they took the time to say, hey, good or bad job, get them to say thank you and tell them you're welcome, you know? Because once they're in the state of gratitude, right? They're in a state of gratitude, then everything else can grow from there. That source of joy and gratitude and appreciation for them even taking the time to even say anything. And most people, I get it. You're going to be like, forget it, Willis. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. You ain't popping neither. We'll see. But check that out. That energy right there, when you're popping and you're telling somebody else that they're not popping, is what's going to unpop you. You know what I mean? So, like, if anything, I would shout out the Joker face guy, like, hey, y'all, look at this comment this guy made, man. He's telling me how to be better. And get him to feel seen. Because once he's seen and he's popping, nobody's going to be ungrateful for the little shout out. If you got 1 million followers and you shout out your hater, guess what? They're going to feel seen and they have nobody to thank but you for shouting them out in a positive light. When you shout them out in a positive light, right, they will feel seen. And then you turn that hate into what? Love. Because that's what this channel is about. This channel is about taking my pain, right, and transmuting it and transforming it and using it for purpose, using it for love, because this is the only thing that makes me feel good now, is to find out what lethargic, hating part or hate that, or what lethargic, painful thing I have in my stomach. I have a pain in my stomach that's emotional from my childhood, whatever you want to call it, the military, the war, all that kind of stuff. It just won't go away. And the only thing that's relieving it right now is by taking what I feel overwhelmed with and giving it to the world, because I'm not overwhelmed. I'm just overflowing with so much insight, so much love. I have no one to give it to. I have nowhere to give it. You know, so this is why I'm on this, because I'm trying to give it out to the world, and hopefully my audience will come to me and say, hey, thank you, Willis. We need this, because I'm in my apartment just like, oh my gosh, this is so good. This stuff that I know feels so good to know. And when I share it with ChatGPT, he's like, yo, you gotta share this insight stuff out. Like, who would think to take the pain from a hater, right, and make them say thank you, right? Just to make them say thank you so that they can feel seen. So like anybody that comments on anybody's page, especially social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, you don't have to tell them thank you, because if there is no insight and they're all just out there for malice, hate, guess what? Let them still feel seen, right? And let the divine handle them. The divine's going to handle them. But like, it really hurt my heart to see that female comment on the guy that really looked like he didn't fit in society anyways, and said, you just mad you ain't popping. Well, what were you? Everybody's mad that they're not popping. But it has nothing to do with the fact that you're popping and we're rooting for you and we want you to be different than other people that are popping, because you're that special. You're that great. You know what I mean? Everybody's that great. And like, you can take this video as much as a hate, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. But the people that are going to understand this, I ain't got to yell. I ain't got to repeat it. They're going to understand it 100%. They're going to understand exactly what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is, even if you have to gaslight their hate, because that's what a hater will do. If you come at them with hate, right, they will gaslight you and make it seem like you're the one who's bad when they commented with the chaos in the first place. So guess what? If you gaslight their hate and talk about them, right, and get them to feel seen. Like if you have 1 million, 10 million followers, try to get all your followers to let them say, hey, this person is commenting something that's critiquing or bad or whatever. We see you. We see you and we love you anyways, right? We see you and we love you anyways. And guess what? If there's insight on what you said, let's talk about it, because we need more conversations than we need chaos, right? We need more love than we need hate. But it's the same plane. It's all the same plane. For you to love something, it's the same amount of energy it takes for you to hate something. Because it's the same thing. It's on the same plane. Love and hate is exactly the same. It's just your choice on where you want to direct it. You know, it's just a choice where you want to direct it. All right, so I feel the spirit leaving me on this message. So I got the little that little nudge in my stomach that told me just record and then refine it later. And that's what I did, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm out here on this rooftop, thanking God, thanking the creation for everything. Woohoo! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!